welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, you're very much welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. My name is Shiko, and on today's video I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this look that I am totally loving. It turned out so well. So I've already done my eyebrows, as you can see. I'm now going to head on straight to the eyeshadow, starting with my Legal Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. I'm going to blend it with this fluffy brush to ensure that I have a smooth surface. I'm starting off with dark pinky shade, and I'm placing that on my crease. Like that. To blend off the edges, I'll be using this shade. So when you blend off the edges of your eyeshadow, it's supposed to be this smooth. You can see the difference between the two. This one is well blended, this one is not blended. So you just blend the edges in circular motions like this, softly. And you're not blending the entire eyeshadow, it's just the edges. And at the same time, set the brow bone. I'm then going to pack the orange shade all over my lid. So for that, I'm using this brush, and I'm just tapping the eyeshadow onto my lid. Always remember to use tapping motions when applying your eyeshadow, whether it's matte shades or shimmer shade. The rule is the same. Just tap it and push it in the skin. My inner corner, I'm going to use a shimmer shade. I'm going to use this green eyeliner and apply that on my waterline. Then applying concealer below that green so that I can apply eyeshadow. I'm going to use the same two shades, the pink and the orange, below my eyes as well. Doing my mascara now. Mascara is done. I'm gonna pop in my eyelashes and I'll be back. I'm then going to do my eyeliner, and I'm gonna do a wing liner or a cat eye, whatever you like to call it. eyes are done, I'm going to head on to the face, and I'm using my MAC Prep and Prime as my primer. That's the amount I'm gonna use, and just use my fingers to blend it to my skin. It's always good to let your primer sit in for like 2 minutes before going to the foundation, to just give it time to blend into the skin. I'm first applying the foundation using my finger. And my beauty blender is damp, so I'm just tapping in the foundation as I move, like I'm spreading, but I'm tapping as I spread it to the sides that I want, the areas that I want it to cover. So if you normally apply makeup and you notice that it's not, the foundation is cakey, or you're not getting a flawless finish, it's either because you've not used a primer, or you have a lot of dead skin cells, or you are not using the right technique. Like maybe you are spreading the foundation like this instead of tapping it in. Also, using a damp beauty blender helps, if you're using a beauty blender, that is. With a brush, you also use the same technique, you tap as you go. You can see how easy this beauty blender has. I think it's even faster than using a brush, if you ask me. That was so fast. I've not fast forwarded a bit. So for the forehead, use the least amount of foundation and use whatever is left on the beauty blender. That is normally enough. You don't want this line on the hairline, so you make sure you have blended out the foundation completely, and also towards the neck. And because I had used my foundation to clean the top part of my eyebrows, it has really saved me from blending the foundation above the brow. If I had used the same concealer that I used at the bottom part of my eyebrows on the top, for the top part as well, I could really be having a hard time right now. So that's also a hack that you can try, concealing the top part of your eyebrows using your foundation, so that when you're applying your foundation, it will just be so easy to blend out everything together. So yeah, foundation is done. To highlight my face, I'm using a Legal Pro Concealer. So I normally highlight the bridge of my nose, under my eyes and my forehead. To contour, I'm using Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. It's number 55. And I'm applying it along these areas. To blend my contour, I'll use this brush. And just blend So what contouring does, it gives you the illusion of a slim face. So to blend the highlighter, I will use a dry sponge, because I find that a dry sponge blends better. So also with the concealer, you just tap as you move until it's fully blended. So you can see everything is well blended out. So with concealer, if you use a lot of concealer, or basically if you use a lot of product, it will take you more time and it will give you a harder time to blend. So I'd rather you go in with a small amount. If it's not enough, you can add, instead of applying a lot of concealer and then having a hard time blending it out. I have to set that concealer so that it will not crease, ile kukatika katika, and it will not move around. And also, if you have oily skin, using a setting powder will help your makeup last longer, especially if you will bake. Baking is like applying this powder and leaving it for some time before you swipe it off. So I'm applying this to all the areas I had applied the concealer. To set my contour, I'm going to use Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Espresso. So you can see it's really giving my face structure. It's like creating a shadow here so that it looks slimmer. So this is highlighting, where there is this lighter powder that is highlighting, and where I have put the dark powder that is contouring. So when you hear someone say highlight and contouring, that is what they mean. So if you don't want to use concealers, but you don't want to have this much products on your skin, you can use a lighter foundation on these areas and a darker foundation on these areas. Or you can do your foundation and then use a dark powder directly and a lighter powder, which will give you the same effect as what I'm going to get. I've just gotten an idea to pop in some glitter here. Give me a bit of drama. So I'm starting with a glitter liner to act as the base for the glitter that I'm going to place here. I'm then going to use this powder, Illegal in the shade Classic Tan, and I'll use that all over my face and to swipe off this setting powder. Yes, mommy, I am doing makeup. How does it look?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank you. Do you want? It's hurting your eye. I'm sorry. So yeah, you can see everything is now blended together. Yeah, it's powder, mommy. I'm gonna wipe it off. Yeah. This glitter thing has really given me the effect that I wanted. I am so pleased. For blush, I'm using the same shades that I've used for eyeshadow. I'm gonna tap that on the highest points of my cheeks. I'll then use a bit of powder on top of the blush to blend it out a bit. So when you use something and it's a lot, you just use powder on top of it. If you use a lot of highlighter, use a lot of blush, you can use powder on top to blend it out. I'm then going to set my face using this setting spray. To highlight my face, I'm using this e.l.f. highlighter. For lipstick, I'll use Joanna Cosmetics in the shade Free Spirit. Then going to use this gloss. So this is our final look. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Kindly subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.